Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J.E.T.S. Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Time for teams to start making moves towards the postseason. Here we go in Week 11. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Play action, Fields. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Forces that one, and it's intercepted. The 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields coming back after the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
West right fit. Here we go, Scott.
Fields out of the gun. That's caught. It's Breece Hall.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Fields now on 3rd. That's caught for the first. It's a gain of 22. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Don't jump. Ready?
Another throw for Fields. Lays out left side and gets it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So 2nd down coming up.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds a man right side. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Go.
Fields throwing here. the Jets reach pay dirt for the first time this game. On comes G.O.A.T to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. G.O.A.T has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 29. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets take over as he records his 10th career INT.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go.
Fields on 1st down. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter.
Here we go, son.
That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jets take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. Counterplay here, Warren. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
It's Nix out of the pistol. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. He has the first over the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get it down to a single point. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos tie things up at 14. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set. Set.
Now Fields. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Delta. Here we go. Hey, can't. Get out.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Connects on the crosser. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here we go, set.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Getting out to his left. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Broncos will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense, and this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Nix with it on 1st. Mims with the grab. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Good. All right.
Play action, Fields. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
Extend. Tonight.
First down throw for Fields. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number one. Neither side separating much so far. More from MetLife coming right up. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Off play action. It's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
No mas, no mas. Here we go, son. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Point after converted from Cardi. And the Jets tie this game at 21. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. He'll take this at the 10. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Jets are going to take over after the interception.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here we go, son.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Escapes out to the left. He has it at the 5. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's Fields. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Good night.
Quick pass, right side, complete. He has the New York touchdown. Carty now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return starts at the 9. And this return gets to the 30 before he stops. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Flushed out now to his left. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Gets a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Here we go, son. Right.
From the red zone now. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Jets parlay the interception into points. Carty now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And this is some great effort. He's all the way across midfield and down close to the opposing 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means. The one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. He's going to push one deep down the right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Warren running between the tackles. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a one-score game in the first half. Cortland Sutton, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Don't jump. Ready? Good night.
Fields on first down. Wilson's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Here we go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here we go, son.
Second down and 10, Fields. That's complete to Wilson. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets with a chance to boost their lead. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
Hall reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And the Jets double their lead to 14. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover. and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Well, best of luck here. It's fourth and a considerable distance. They're going for this. Rolling left, buying some time. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Here we go. Hey, 551. Hey, can. Go.
Fields throwing here. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And in, touchdown, New York. He can pack it in at this point, Brock. It is already a great game for him. Imagine what he could finish up with if he stays anywhere close to this pace.
Well, this pace right here puts him in the record books. I mean, it is absurd what he's doing, and I love, offensively, you keep calling it till they stop it. But goodness gracious, defense, you may want to double cover this guy.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Starting at the 10. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Nix from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On third down, here's Nix. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Now we'll see a field goal try by the Broncos. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Here we go, son.
On first and 10, it's Fields. Getting out to his left. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
He's got it deep downfield. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Has it in close. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. One last play before the break.
EQ. Here we go.
Oh, will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
Score Jets 49, Broncos 31.
Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Launches one deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game.
Broncos 38.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Punch right. Here we go. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he takes this down after crossing the 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go.
1st down throw for Fields. Escapes the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Full extension, and he brings it in. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Don't jump.
Another throw for Fields. Escapes out to the left. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets push their lead further to start the half. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Point after converted from Carty. And the Jets push their lead to 18.
Broncos 38. Joshua Carty to kick off.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Jets take over at the 41-yard line.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go, son.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Flush down now to... Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
Another try following the sack. On the move, headed right. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Here we go. All right.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. Throwing deep for the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level.
Here we go, son.
They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
All right.
Fields now on 4th. Pushes this one towards the sideline. He's got it, and the feet are in bounds too. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Here we go. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Finds him on the slant. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Cardi with the extra point. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Warren's got it, complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the ground with Warren. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Protection is always tested against a blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos shrinking the lead some in the third. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Broncos 45.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Angel. Here we go. Easy. Go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Broncos get it back after a marvelous defensive effort.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the third interception.
All the way, touchdown Denver! The Broncos parlay the interception into points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it an 11-point ball game.
Broncos 52.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, Scott.
They go right back to Hall. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pickup of 5 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
37-yard line.
All right.
Fields on first down. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 29. It's caught. 1. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Finds a big lane, and he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Algier can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Broncos football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Nix. Complete out to the right. Touchdown, Denver! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here come the Broncos. Big spot now as they try for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. His running back hauls it in deep right. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fields out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover, wisely throwing it away.
This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Here's Fields to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Up. Here we go. No mas. Go.
Another throw for Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here we go.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hurry up.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd
You got
and
what? You got a mini base. Right?
Fields now on 3rd. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
He put everything he had into this one. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix finds a seam down the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Matter. Here we go. We're good.
Play action, Fields. On the move, headed right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Hey, don't jump. Ready? Out. Let's go. Say hey.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's down. It looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. First down throw for Fields. Chased out to his right. Now he's going deep across the field. He's got it inside the 10. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal.
Here we go. Say hi.
From the red zone now. Has it down close. Touchdown, New York. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Carty has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Returning it from the 16. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. He's on the move. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Broncos trailed by a field goal. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They go with Warren on the run. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 5 on that carry, bring it up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's out just a second shy of reaching the red zone. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Warren's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. The Jets take their 1st time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one's caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Warren here from the gun. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. From the gun, they go with Algier. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Desperation time here on 4th. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Here we go.
To throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one. So the Broncos